to each and every one of us. I've got to understand that habit is what you do continually over a long period of time, and therefore it becomes parts of us in our daily living. We do not decide our destiny direct. Instead, we decide it by our habit. Habit gives birth to your character, while your character determines your destiny. With your identity leadership habit, as water quenches taste, so a man's habit determines who he is. I've got to understand that he who that interpreted your dream defines your character. You are where you are by the lessons of your teacher yesterday. I just said that what is our identity is the makeup of God, drawn from the word of God for exploit. You are made of God, drawn from the word of God for influence. Therefore, our character must be based on the word of the Lord. Character is valuable than charisma. Many people are aiming at charisma, and they don't know that even though charisma may attract people, but character will maintain them. Until you discover your identity leadership success habits, you become a stranger to what God has given to you. I've got to understand life is made up of habits, and we must be able to search and build the habits in which the Lord has given to us through His word. Therefore, identity leadership primary habits for leaders start with this: meditation. What you can meditate, you can manifest. Second, prayer. What you don't pray for, you pay for. Third, self-improvement. If you can't improve yourself, others cannot uplift you. Many people want to be lifted, but they cannot prove themselves and steady. Next one is responsibility. If you are not responsible, you cannot have access to certain source of God's blessings. A man can only receive and discover his identity leadership by what? His responsibility. Next is positive talk. Most of us has happened negative so much that all our words in a day is full of what? Negatives. Positive thought influences our lives. There are more than 6,000 thoughts a day that a man bears. But I want you to know, until you make good use of the words that you want to experience and the word you want to experience, never speak. The next one is seed principle. Until you engage in the principle of sowing, you cannot enjoy harvest. We have had great lessons from great people that at times they teach you things that at times it does not take us where we belong. Now listen to this. Bible says, whatsoever a man sow, he harvest. Therefore, anything that you give, you sow, expect the harvest. God is the giver of the harvest, and surely He will give the harvest. The next one is action orientation. Until you begin to walk in divine action, you cannot enjoy what God has said. And I keep saying this basic word: believe, behave what you believe, and act what you believe. There are some people they believe, there are people they behave, but they don't believe. There are people they don't even act of what they believe or duplicate and teach others how they can do it. You must be able to have action orientation. You must be action oriented so that you can able to come to the point that I am putting my identity leadership habits in order for my leadership nature to come forth. Next one is planning. What you can't plan for, you can't have it. There are most of us, we are aiming of having great things, but there's no great planning. Next one is service. The disciples went to Jesus finding out who can be the greatest. And Jesus make a very wonderful statement. He says, the greatest myself. We don't pray to be great, we serve to be great. We don't fast to be great, we serve to be great. So greatness anchored on service. The next one is decision. What you cannot decide, you cannot distinguish from what God is giving to you. Because there are some people, they have joined everything together, left, right, right, left. They all accept everything. But you must be able to make right decision so that you can get right destination. You have to have what we call specialization. What are you specialized of? If you want to become a great leader, if you want to discover your identity leadership habit, you must be specialized of something. Next one, you must be able to have what we call the spirit of excellence. Run for excellence. Don't run for just anything. Know the people next to associate with. Some of us, the association we have has deformed us. You are who you are today by the association you connected. The next one is prudence. You need divine intelligence so that you can able to interact with the people God have given to you and the product and the skill that God has given to you. The next one is integrity. It takes a man's faithfulness to have fame. If you are not faithful, you can never have fame. Your time management is what controls your destiny. You will die or you will live depending on how you manage the time God has given to you. When your time is delayed, know that your destiny is denied. And if your destiny is denied, then the purpose by which you came to the earth is in what? Is in crumble. Now you must have a renewal. Until you renew your mind, you can never fly to certain height. As a leader, as a kingdom citizens, as identity leadership entrepreneur, you must able to have a renewal of spirit. Next one is gratitude. If you cannot say thank you, then you cannot not have multiplication. Jesus took loaves of bread and fishes and lifted up and says, Father, I thank you, and God multiplied. Our multiplication comes by gratitude. And the last one is innovation. Until you